Do we multiply first or do we subtract first? Where's the subtraction? The last what? We multiply first. So I'm going to multiply. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12 plus negative 2. 12 zombies and 2 zombies, how many zombies altogether? Negative 14. How many of you got negative 14? Put the star by it. You got to try it. You got to try it, put star. Alright? Marco, pay attention, please. Now, this is negative m and. Are you on your phone? Yeah, I can see. Now, negative m is 4 and n is. How many negatives do I have? 2. Even or odd? If you have an even number of negative signs, will the answer be negative or positive? Hey! Excuse me. You have 2 negatives. The answer should be what? Positive. We said if you have an even number of negative signs, the answer is positive. So 4 times 2 is positive 8. All right? Now, if you go to the last one, I have negative in front of the fraction. Don't forget it. Then I have 2 times. How much n again? Negative 2. Over. How much m? 4. Now that means it's negative 2 times negative 2. Because these parentheses tell me to multiply. So this negative belongs to the whole fraction or to the top one. Doesn't matter. Okay? What's here? How many negatives do we have? 2. This is even or odd? Even. So my answer would be positive or negative? Good. So that's positive 4 over 4, which is how much? 1. How many of you get these all right? Let's start by it. Good job. All right. Any question before we move on? Now, look at this question. So, at 4 a.m., the temperature was 32 Fahrenheit. At 12 p.m., the temperature was 0 Fahrenheit. What was the change in temperature? Do I care about the time? No. It was a 12, a 4, and then, so what do? Because they want to trick you, they gave you some numbers, you don't need them. Okay, don't care about the time. I want to find the change in temperature. And I told you about the change. You know I'm 20, right? Yeah? No. I'm 20 and you're 15. No. So what's the change between my age and your age? 5. What did you do? The big number minus? The small number. What's the big number? 32. Minus 0. How much is that? 32. So that was the difference. The change or the difference. We subtract the big one minus the small one. Which one should be subtracted? The big number minus the small number. Not the opposite, because you may get a negative number. Alright? Now I want you to do number 3, the first 2 questions. You do them. Remember, you have outside number and you have parentheses. So everybody look back. Let's go back. Turn your face. See how pretty I am. Look at me. Look here. Oops. Do you see these arrows? What do these arrows tell you to do? Multiply what? The outside with what? With the inside. Everything inside has to be multiplied by the outside. So that's why if you have 2 numbers inside, you have to multiply those numbers with the outside. Hey, that needs to stop. The communication. Okay? Okay, come on. See, how many terms do I expect to put down here? How many terms? I have 1, 2, 3. So I expect 3. Because I'm going to multiply 3 by the first one, 3 by the second one, and 3 by the third one. That's why we have 3 arrows now. Is that clear? Now, this is the most common mistakes when the students multiply the first term by the outside and they forget the next two terms, the other terms. That's not right. Distributive property, just like when I distribute your quiz out. Do I give it to certain people? I don't give it to other people? Everybody has to get a quiz, right? The same thing here, the distributive property. Everything outside has to be multiplied by the inside. Now you do these two questions and show it to me, please. Good job. Oh, that's enough. We can go further because those are n-like terms. You can combine them. What is the b? 36b. Now erase this. You can go further because this is one of them is a number, one of them is a b. They can be combined. Excellent. What's 2 times 6? 12, okay. All right. Are you ready now? Just follow up with me. 3 times 2h is 6h plus 3 times j is 3j minus 3 times 5 is, how many of you get this 5? Good job. Good job. Really? All right. Now you do the next one. Did you have enough time to do it?
Yeah.
All right. So what we do, the same thing. Every term inside with the outside. So I have 2 arrows because I have 2 terms inside my parentheses. Now, what's 2 times 6? 12 minus, what's 6b times 6? What's 6 times 6? 36 what? Can they go more?
No.
Can they combine those?
No.
No. Can they combine any of these?
No.
No. Each one is a different term. They are not like term. One of them has a variable j, one of them has a variable h, one of them is just a number. They are strangers. They can't be combined. They don't get along. Okay? Any question? All right. Now, let's go to this one, number 4. Would you like me to do one to remind you?
Yeah.
How to do it? All right. Every time when you have a fraction like this, break down your fraction. Okay? Look how I do it. So I'm going to go 8n over what? 4 plus, this is my middle sign, plus 20 over 4. Because that means everything on the top is divided by the bottom. So that's 8n over 4 plus 20 over 4. Any question so far? Martha, your question? Now, can I simplify the first fraction? 8 and 4, what do they have in common? Both of them are divisible by what?
4.
4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So this is 2n, right? Plus, what's 20 divided by 4? Can I combine those?
No.
Done. I want you to try the next one. Break down the fraction and simplify each fraction by itself. Yes. You don't know what to do? You have a pencil?
You wish. Wait, tamales? Sí. You like tamales?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're dumb. Oh, stop. 6 days. Tamal. Shut up, dude. Tamal. Tamal, dude. Ayer, habíamos made tamal. I like tamal. They're nasty, dude. I tried them before, they're nasty.
What did you say?
Oh, dude, they're nasty.
No, that is
Especially on the chippy leaf. This is disgusting.
Es diferente. Ustedes lo hacen diferente que nosotros.
Yeah.
So what's 18 divided by 2?
Intermediate one was salsa on the top.
Just 6, right? Here,
Really?
this is 8Z, the whole thing. 8Z.
It's so nasty though.
Everything is balanced.
It's so nasty. It is.
All right, now pay attention. So I'm going to break down my fraction. So it's 18 over 3. What's my operation in between? Minus 8z over 3. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Now, what's 18 divided by 3?
6.
6 minus. Is there anything in common between the top and bottom? No. So what do I do? Just to bring it down. Now, can I combine those two?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, never mind.
One of them, that's apples and bananas.
Where?
They can be combined, strangers. Because one has a variable, one doesn't. Yep, you divide it by 3. Okay. Put down 1109, you get out, 1109. Oh. All right, now let's look at this question. Whenever you have negative in front of the parentheses, that negative tells you to take the opposite of each one inside. Turn it to its opposite. Because negative something, that's the opposite of that thing, right? So negative, that parentheses, that means everything inside the parentheses will be the opposite. So let me show you here. I'm going to go to the first term. What's the opposite of negative 14?
14.
Positive 14. What's the opposite of negative 2x? Plus 2x. Done. You see how I did it? Was this hard?
No.
And by the way, can I combine those now? Now do the next one. It's similar. What's the opposite of 2x? The same thing?
I think you're slowly.
What's the opposite of x? Good. What's the opposite of plus 2?
Just do the rest.
All right. Let's go to the next one. Alias. What's the opposite of 3x? Negative what? Good. Negative 3x. Plus 6. What's the opposite of plus t? Plus t. What's the opposite? The same thing. Negative or minus t. Okay. Martha. What's the opposite of plus 1? Minus 1. How many of you got this right? Good job. Excellent. All right, let's go to number 5. Tell whether each equation is true, false, or open. What do you think? Is this open?
No.
It doesn't have a variable, right? So it's not. It has to be either true or false. So I'm going to solve it. I'm going to solve each side and see if the right side is equal to the left side. If they are equal, it's true, right? If they are not equal, it's what? False. So I want you to do this. Come on, do the first one, please. That's X here. Renard, are you doing this one? You know how to do it? Fallopian gas inside the parentheses. I'm going to do it and see. You have to try it alone. I don't know the answer. All right, pay attention, please. So I'm going to do the left side first. And since I have multiple operations, what do I follow? Timeless, right? So do I, alias, do I multiply? Oh, what do I do first? Here. Huh? Add? What do I add? Why do I add first? What do they have in between? Like around the parentheses. Excellent. So I'm going to do 10 plus 5, that's 15. And what's the operation between the first parenthesis and the second parenthesis? What do these parentheses tell me to do? Multiply. So I'm going to multiply 15 times -4, then minus 10. Okay? Now, alias, do I multiply first or subtract? Good. So that's -60 minus 10. With your calculator, what's -60 minus 10? -70. I'm done with one side. I'm going to try the other side and see if they are equal. Now, -80 minus 10 is what? Are these equal?
No.
So what do I say? So this is this a true statement or false? So you need to tell me false because the right side is not equal to the left side. Okay?
I forgot there was a negative. I needed to subtract it instead of that.
Now, do the next one, please. Do the next one. Do the same thing. Simplify the right side and the left side and see if they are equal. If they are equal, it's true. If they are not, it's false. Right, Trina? Okay, now do it. You know how to do it now. You should.
This is X, put X in the box. This is just open. Then you just open.
Okay. Okay. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Just this one. Just this one. Now, look how I do it. I have division, I have addition. Which one should be done first? So I'm going to do this. What's -72 divided by 12? Negative what? 6. What do I have left? Plus 6. What's 6 zombies and 6 people? So this side is 0. Let me do the other side. What's 14 minus 8? Are these equal? No. So it's false or true? Alright. This is, if you have an X, what do we call this? Open. Do I need to solve? No. It has a variable, that's an open sentence or open equation. Alright? Alright, what about those? How do we solve an equation? What do we do? How do we start? Good job. We need to, we need to cover the variable. Okay? This is what I'm going to do. When I cover the variable, what do I have on the same side of the variable I don't want? Let's see. Negative what? Is it the same side with D?
No.
No, I don't care about it. Now, which one I don't want it with the X?
-4.
-4. What's the opposite operation of -4?
+4.
We don't say the opposite operation, we say the inverse operation. So +4. Now, if I add 4 to the left side, what do I do with the right side? Do the same thing. Now, one more negative, one positive cancel out, so you have 2D is equal. What's -6 plus 4? -2. Right, Donovan? That was your question yesterday? Was that you?
Yeah.
Now, here, you have a variable attached to the, you have a number attached to the variable. What do you need to this number? Divide by how much? So D is, now, what about if you don't have a number? Do you need to divide by anything? No, you just leave it like this, right? That's even easier. Now do the other one before I give you the quiz to finish. Remember, cover the variable.
I have the quiz done.
All right, so I'm gonna cover 3a. What number I don't want it? With the 3a, the same side. 5. How do I get rid of this positive 5 or plus 5? I subtract 5. 5 and 5 cancel out. What's 2 minus 5? Do you have enough? That's negative what? 3. Equals 3a. Now I need a by itself, so what do I do to this 3? So a is what? Any question? All right, I'm gonna pass out the quiz to finish, guys, because some of you didn't finish it yet. I know. This is the rest of this packet is gonna be your homework. Tomorrow when you come back, we're gonna do this. We do the hard ones. If you don't know it, then we're gonna take the test. So I want you to be ready for it, okay?
Hey!
Yeah,
Can we get up?
4 9. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is no, yeah, something
I'm already under the little shit.
Oh. You know what, Mark, well, you remind me of my son. Every time I'm in the garden, he goes out and what is he doing? Like it, all night.
What?
Or 4, or 5. Oh, 5. Oh, yes. You did. All right, Martha. Come on, boy, these up. Jonathan, come here, bud. Please. Melissa. Oh, no, this is not Melissa. This is Melissa. Who is this? Jonathan. And give this to your brother. Gustavo. Yeah, it's different phone. Natalie. Where's Natalie? Christina, don't look at this. She has different phone, okay? Jasmine. Carla. Carla. Sydney. Would you like to go over Sydney? Or you're fine?
Is it correct?
I didn't collect it.
Oh, no.
All right, Savannah, did you finish, honey? Okay. All right, who's this? I don't know, it's in cursive. Ben. You finished? Amanda, did you finish? Marco? Did you finish, Marco? No.
Busy. No. Busy.
Oh, yes,
See?
Paul. Oh, you finished Paul.
So,
I
dude.
finished. Oh, you finished? Oh, this one.
You?
You don't know.
Who is that?
Oh, what did you do in the class? No, good, thank you for my translator. Please stop, we need to stop and tell me if it's true or false. Just like what I did. No, it's not enough. Not enough, you have to show me.
So, who are
You need to copy?
No, I said, who am I?
I didn't say you're copying. I said, you need to show me this word. You have to. It's part of the score. Are you finished?
Yeah.
You need to take tomorrow because we will have a test tomorrow.
What's my test?
Space out. We have like about,
5 minutes.
no, it's 11:09, so we have about 12 minutes. We're gonna space out. Wait. Okay, so if he works 1 hour, he earns $12. Okay? Now we want to know, we need to make a table. If he works 2 hours, how much money does he get? If he works 3 hours, how much money? So you need to make a table, graph, and equation. So what do you take this? Okay, start. Just wait, honey. I'm looking for something. Every time I look for it, I don't find it. I don't know why. What do you think? The beginning of the class period today. Andre, can you come up here, please?
Give it a pack up a minute early. I really want to say this one. Yeah,
Look
yeah.
it up.
Okay, can I have it?
This is the quiz I gave you.
Oh, okay.
So this is the homework. Someone will learn that. So I'm really good at that. At the age of 3, I learned to so the funniest place at the age of 3. I'll tell you this. At the age of 3, I was able to do division, like in my head without even using the word. Yeah, like I didn't really have to teach when I was like I like when I was on one muffin.
Yeah.
There's 3 more feet of us. And I was only.
Donovan, why don't you sit down?
I think I'm done.
Plus 8. What do you? Plus 29 plus 8.